This video is part 3 of the higher graphic communication lamp project, which is the boss. I'm going to start a new part in standard millimeters, and we can look at the plan and see that the front face of the boss has a slight curve to it using the arc tool at a radius of 35. So we're going to start off by creating that curved shape. So we're going to start a 2D sketch, select a plane, and in order to get the curves, I'm going to start off by drawing a rectangle just so that I can get the correct shape. So I'm going to draw a rectangle which is 20 long, 20 long with a thickness of 1.5. This then gives me two ends for me to use the arc tool. So I'm going to click one end and then the next and make it have a radius of 35, and then do the exact same at the bottom, radius of 35. I can then delete the edges of my rectangle so that we know that we've got this curved shape. So I'm going to finish the sketch and I'm going to click extrude. And looking at the end elevation, we can see that the curved part goes up 35 millimeters, like so. Next, we're going to do the circle at the back. So the easiest thing for us to do is open up the origin folder and find a plane that runs down. In this case, it's running down the back of our kind of curved front. And we're going to offset that 20 millimeters. Offset the plane minus 20 so that it goes back. On this plane, I'm going to start a sketch. And I'm going to draw the bigger circle at 12 millimeters. So it doesn't really matter where it is just now. So I'm going to set that to 20 millimeters. Sorry, 12 millimeters. I'm going to click dimension and go the edge to the center. And make sure that's set to 10. And then again, dimension the bottom to the center. And make sure that's 17.5. Once done, I'm then going to click Finish Sketch and we're going to extrude it. Now instead of setting a distance, we're going to change the distance to next. And you can see that that has automatically found our rectangle. Now the reason why we do to next is because this is a curved surface. It means that the circle will curve with the surface. If I had just put in a distance, there would be a slight gap on the curve. So it's really important that if you are extruding something to a curved surface, you always use to next. Now looking at the plan, we can see that there is a smaller circle which is extruded all the way through. So we are going to draw that circle on the back and extrude it through. Now you can see that the circle has a dimension of M8, which means that it has been threaded. So we're going to start a sketch on our circle and make it 8. Finish the sketch. We're going to extrude all the way through, making sure that it's set to cut. And then with our thread, we are going to select the inner part and press OK, and that means that this bit has been threaded all the way through. Last but not least, we have to sketch on the circles that are at the top and the bottom of the front of the boss. So we can see that the circles on the end elevation are 5mm. They are in the middle of the rectangle and they are at a distance of 25 apart. So I'm going to start a sketch on this plane. It's already set. Now you can press F7 on your keyboard to cut through the shape and it just makes it a bit easier to see. So I'm going to find the centre, which is the green dot, and I'm going to draw my first circle at 5. Again, find the green dot and draw my second circle at 5. Now the distance between this one and this one, so the centre of here and the centre of here, is 25. And we need to make sure that the top and the bottom have the same distance as well. So here to here should be 5. Once I've done that, I'm going to finish the sketch. I'm going to click Extrude and select both of them. I'm going to change the direction to symmetric so it goes through both ways and set it to cut. And there we can see that it's cut through the two circles. We're then going to turn off the visibility of our two planes. And last but not least, we can see that on the elevation there is a fillet here for 3mm. So I'm going to set my fillet and click 3, change the radius to 3, and select this curve here and press OK so that it creates a fillet on it. Now that I'm done, I can go up to File, Save As, and save it into the OneDrive folder.